And we want to welcome you to the O'Reilly Family Event Center in Springfield, Missouri, where tonight's boys 14U Gold Ball Championship game between the THESA Riders and the OKC Knights will take place. I'm CJ Pomeroy, joined by Jeremy Caldwell. Jeremy, what a day it has been. Golden Wednesday.
It has been a good day. A lot of hardware has been won around the Springfield area between the two gyms, and over halfway through the day now with this boys 14U, THESA Riders and OKC Knights out of Oklahoma. THESA Riders in black, OKC Knights in white. And we've had a few good games. Expect nothing less on this one.
And that's a good putback right there by
number 12.
Number 12.
Who's not on the roster. Let's see.
So 2-0 early lead here for the Riders over the Knights. And the Knights led by their coach. Talked to yesterday a little bit, former walk-on. Then he decided to pursue something different, but he is doing his part to help this OKC Knights program develop into a championship contending program. And here he is. He's got these 14U boys in the Gold Ball Championship game. A trip to the undisputed Final Four on the line. Good shot right there. Good offensive rebound. What a spin move. Couldn't get it to go, but great move in traffic. The Knights will control it and bring it up the sideline.
This is THESA Riders' red team. They have two teams. Good finish there by number 35 for OKC. That's going to be Braden Packard. Great find there from the corner. Good drive.
Coach Packard's son. What a drive. I mean, that was a high arching floater right there. Looks real pretty from this end. Ties the ball game up.
Missed shot there once again by THESA.
Almost a miscue there. 2 on the rebound. Tried to tip it out to a teammate. He probably should have grabbed it himself.
Missed shot there by number 3, Joe Duddleson. OKC Knights. Defensive rebound. Number 13, Caden McEwen.
So the Riders are going to slow it down a little bit because they want to run offense against this 2-3 defense. Find a shot that they like.
Opening the game very patient offensively.
In championship games, it comes down to execution.
Big 3 by number 10. That's going to be James King on that 3.
And that is why it's so important to execute, is you want your opportunity to get good looks at the basket like that. And down comes the Knights, not able to finish there. Quick rebound and no numbers, but the Riders are still going to attack. Drive baseline is not there. Good cutoff defensively. Great block, but it's blocked to a Rider player there in the corner. Drive middle with another floater. Jeremy, a lot of floaters here early on. I'm a little surprised.
Yeah, just unable to get them to go. They're not forcing outside shots. They're doing a good job of getting to the paint. They just unable to get it to go there. Another turnover by the Knights.
And again, the Riders satisfied to slow it down. Try to run some offense here and get a shot that they like with the early 5-2 lead. Offensive rebound again collected by the Riders, and that's a great put in and finish right there for number
Caden
13.
McEwen. He has 5 early points because he had a 3 earlier.
Ooh, almost had a tie up there for a jump. Referee let it go. Stays in the possession of the Knights. And
great defensive job there by number 5, Cy Shelby, to drop down off of that screen and get a tip and knock the ball out of bounds and not give up an easy layup there by the Knights.
So far it's been some missed buckets by the Knights. And that's a good turnaround, Jay, from number 3.
Joe Duddleson with the good turnaround.
And that ensures the lead does not get more than 5. Oh, frustrating play right there. He knew what he wanted to do and thought his teammate was somewhere where he wasn't, and then he throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, he had a good look, had him wide open on the 3, just threw it a little too low on the bounce pass.
So the Knights an opportunity to tie here on this possession. Have yet to take an outside shot, and then right on cue is number 2.
Ball's going to be out of bounds off the Raiders. Number 41, Trevon Petty with the deflection.
The Raiders?
The Riders. The Riders. A silent.
It's been a long day.
It's been a long 3 days. This is day 3.
Hard to believe that we're already
almost over.
Almost over.
Feels like it just got here and we just started district play, but here we are playing for the trophies.
Another 3 hoisted, and with that one not falling for CJ. Or Caden, I'm sorry, Caden McCune.
You're CJ.
Me, I'm CJ.
You're CJ.
See, it's been that day.
Yeah.
It's been that day.
This is the 14U game. Not. You're not playing no more, CJ.
7-4. Knights trying to tie or cut the deficit to 1. Thought about the 3. Good unselfish play to get the corner 3, but still nothing falling for the Knights so far.
Yeah, Joe Duddleson said he's not selfish. He'll take it.
Yeah, number 11, he looked like he wanted it, and I thought it was a good pass to the corner, and that one is long. 30 seconds to go here in the first. The Knights, can they get it? Did that get blocked?
I think it might have got tipped on the way up.
It had to be tipped because otherwise I would have thought the referee might have called goaltending for slapping the backboard there.
Yeah, I think he slapped the ball against the backboard, and then his hand on the follow-through is the sound that you heard, or we heard.
There it is, the 3. Still nothing going, but what a rebound right there. Can't get it to fall. Basket's just not going in for the Knights at the moment. Wow, the coach is just giving it to the official, and the official is not going to take it. He decides to give a bench warning right away, and I can understand the frustration from the coach. It's the way he approached it, I think, that the official took issue with.
Yeah.
But the official was right there on the baseline. He had clear line of sight to it. Now the Riders, 2 seconds to play. Can they get a shot off? They can't.
But he gets a foul called. Foul's going to be on number 3, Joe Duddleson.
1.5 seconds here. Can they get a quick shot off? Wide open in the corner.
Oh, almost got it to go, man. That would have been huge.
Go.
That would have put it 10-4, but it did not go, so it stays 7-4 into the first quarter. And seems like a quick first quarter went by, and I'm okay with that.
Yeah, not a lot of fouls called there.
No, not a lot of stoppage of play, just up and down the floor. And as we see the OKC Knights bring their cheerleaders here, doing a little stunt for the fan base. It's good to see whenever you can bring your actual cheer team here to the Nationals. They probably enjoy it as well. You know, most teams bring a big cheer section.
Yep.
We call them student sections at some schools back in the day. And it's one of the favorite things I believe most people like about Nationals is bringing the buckets and the drums.
Buckets and the drums. We got a big crew behind us cheering for the Knights. And
we got a row of blue buckets and we got a row of green buckets. I don't know who they're cheering for, because neither team on the floor is blue or green.
Looks like it's the difference between Lowe's and Menards.
Yeah.
Some free advertising right there for those two places.
We do take PayPal and Venmo.
Yeah. And we are looking for sponsors.
Yeah. One of the good sponsors probably would be one of these bucket providers. They sell a lot of them for this tournament, I can promise you.
That is true. That is true. All right, we're about to start the second period of this gold ball championship game between the THESA Riders out of Fort Worth and the Knights from Oklahoma City. It's a 7-4 ball game right now, led by the Riders. 2-3 defense by the Knights. Nice and active. Riders
very patient offensively.
I was about to say, definitely very patient. I don't think the Riders have really been able to get comfortable, though, offensively and find something that they really like.
They've been really patient, but they've been patiently uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Is what it seems like, because although they're moving the ball, it doesn't feel comfortable with the ball movement. It's like they're not getting what they want with the ball movement, but they're going to keep moving it.
Yep. And OKC, on the other hand, they've been able to get shots up, but they cannot get anything to fall. And
yeah, Joe Duddleson there misses another three-pointer.
Referee right in my view, but there's a
putback by number 41 for THESA. That's going to be Trevon Petty. He got that off a tip pass. But once again, ball movement, looked uncomfortable, and it fell in his hands, and he was right under the goal, was able to put it up.
Opportunistic.
Was able to use his height advantage, as he has quite a bit of it. He's 6'5".
Riders definitely, I think, carry the advantage in the height.
There's going to be a foul called on Petty.
They'll stay on the floor.
Yeah, they have Aaron Jones on the floor, number 12. He's 6'4", and then they got number 41, Petty, at 6'5".
Ooh. Miscommunication on the out-of-bounds play there, and then number 40 for the Knights is called for the foul as he tried to come from behind to get the steal. 9-4 lead for the Riders. And it looks like
number 40.
Looks like is this a 1-3-1 defense? It looks a little bit like a 1-3-1 here. I haven't seen that very much other than the CHSA Wolverines this week.
Yeah, I've seen it a few times on this court here earlier this morning and yesterday on a few games. Starting to see a lot more teams go to a 1-3-1. It's been very effective unless you have really good corner shooters or penetrators. And then if you have those two things, that's the easiest way and best way to beat a 1-3-1 is you got to penetrate the middle, kick it to the corner, and then swing it back around. So Duddleson with another jumper.
Finally gets one to fall, and maybe that'll get the Knights offense going. Still in the game for sure. It's just been a tough slog for them with the amount of misses that they've had.
THESA trying to use that 6'5", 6'4" matchup with each other.
Another outside three doesn't fall, and they're not able to collect the rebound, so the Knights come away with it. And a timeout to Oklahoma City.
Yeah, I know when I was playing and 14 years old, I wish I would have played with a 6'4", 6'5" guy. That'd have been my life a lot easier as a point guard.
That's right.
I just like to know where they breeding these kids at. the size of the kids nowadays coming up in 14U and 16U.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
I just don't remember that back when I was 14 and 16.
I remember playing in this very tournament as a senior alongside one of our broadcast partners in Thomas Sanders, and Thomas was the tallest guy on the team in that senior season. We won the undisputed national title that year, and I'll tell you, the MHEA Eagles kind of remind me a little bit of that team. They're not very tall this year after losing Andrew Thomas and Dawkins.
Yeah, they have David Abrams, but he's young and has a lot to learn. He's played well in his minutes this year. He's definitely helped them at times, but you can tell he's a 14U player playing 16 and 18s. Big shoes to fill, literally and figuratively.
And on the other end here, what a play. What a play.
What a heads-up play by number 3. Joe Duddleson again. They threw the outlet pass, got to him, just kind of like a baseball play, threw it to the cutoff man, and he just
quickly.
Tipped it on to the baseline.
And what happened was the previous possession, number 21 went knee to knee with someone and was down. He stayed down on that floor, and he had perfect position for the layup, and then back the other way come the Riders with a three-pointer from number 54, Creighton Hoskin.
He shot that with confidence.
Yeah. 12-8. Baskets, or feels like the Knights are starting to find a little bit more rhythm.
Yep. They starting to penetrate and get into the paint and, finish close to the basket. And they're not affected by the size of THESA right now.
Riders have gotten several looks at three-pointers, but they've only been able to get 2 to fall here in the first half. Deep three, high arching, no good, but back to the Knights. Another offensive rebound, second chance opportunity here.
Another three, another offensive rebound.
There he is.
That was number 21, Steven Plangman.
And Coach Packard going to take another timeout here. He likes what he sees from his team, and I think he's going to take a timeout, and they're going to celebrate some success and try to build on that momentum.
Yeah, they've had a few good back-to-back possessions put together, and they were able to score on both of those, get it within 2 after that big three from THESA.
So now the Knights doing a good job of rebounding. Going to try and come out and get one more stop and then see if they can tie the game. And on the other side, the Riders been able to get looks at the three-point shot, but they can't get it to fall. And then I don't have any stats, but it does feel like maybe the Knights are out rebounding them at the moment.
Yes, it definitely feels like that because the last few possessions they had multiple opportunities per possession. And so they are definitely winning the offensive rebound category.
We're going to see what both teams have talked about here in this timeout coming out of it.
It's going to be Riders' ball coming out of the break.
And kind of a dime. It looks like it kind of looks like a diamond and one, more like a 1-3-1 defense, but it looks diamond and one. Knights really moving defensively, but what a nice
good shot
there.
Number 10, James King. Heard his name mentioned earlier in the broadcast. He's making his impact early on.
So 4-point lead. Oh, my goodness.
And got the foul call.
Jeremy, I am impressed with how well the Knights move the ball,
yep.
But then it's not just moving. They understand what should happen before it happens.
Yeah, Duddleson there made the right play as number 2, Liam Stevens, makes the free throw. But Duddleson did a really good job of surveying the court, knowing where his guys are, and he's seen Stevens coming weak side. He just threw it up at him, let him go get it, and he just shot it while he was in the air and drew the foul. Knocks down both free throws.
And here they are with the press right away. The Riders were not expecting that. And so Coach Packard is going to keep it up. Coach Packard, now the Riders are going to take a timeout. We're going to take it with them, 14-12 here in the second. And we're back here at Drury. CJ Pomeroy and Jeremy Caldwell calling this 14U boys gold ball championship game as the OKC Knights trying to tie the game for the first time since 0-0.
Yeah, coming out of that timeout, the Riders come down and turn the ball over right away. Another offensive rebound by the Knights.
They're just cleaning the glass right now.
Loose ball picked up by the Knights again. They're just out hustling.
Oh, the backdoor play to tie the game.
And once again by Duddleson making the good play there. Does a really good job surveying the floor and sees the floor really well.
This OKC Knights team so disciplined offensively, several backdoor opportunities. They're able to capitalize on that one to tie it up. Petty can't get it to go, but
draws the foul.
Looks like it might be Aaron Jones.
He's a running back for the Minnesota Vikings.
He draws the foul and going to try and give the lead back to the Riders with 32 seconds to go. First one is short.
The Riders just cannot seem to get any rhythm going offensively.
It is an active defense that the Knights are utilizing to keep them off balance. As Jones able to sink one of two, and now will the Knights go for the best opportunity they find regardless of time, or will they go to run the clock out and maybe take the lead going into halftime?
I believe they're probably going to hold for one shot and see if Duddleson can make the right play. He's done it so far this first half.
They need more space there from their guards. Three-point opportunity. They're not going to get it off. Maybe they will. No good. Well, it's a gold ball championship game. You wouldn't want it any other way. 15-14 Riders over the Knights.
All right, I'm going to try to ride out.
And we are back here at the O'Reilly Family Event Center on the campus of Drury University. It is Gold Ball Wednesday. CJ Pomeroy and Jeremy Caldwell bringing you this 14U boys championship game. A chance to be the best in your division and then go to the undisputed national Final Four. A chance to play for the undisputed national title game.
Yep, this is the epitome of high school, homeschool basketball. Is to show up in Springfield, Missouri and bring home a gold ball.
That's a great backdoor play, kicking it out for the 2-point basket from James King.
Yeah, we've mentioned his name a few times today already.
That was a great adjustment against this zone defense, and Jones is going to pick up the foul as Jaden Butler will go to the line for 2. The Riders have led for most of the game. The Knights were able to tie it up late in the second and then finish with a 1-point advantage at halftime. Back and forth, the game is gone.
Yep, and that bucket by King put him up 3. And then the 2 free throws by the Knights have brought it back to within 1, 17-16.
And that was a very high-pressure defense by the Knights, which kind of left the Riders with an opportunity to get an easy bucket there. They're not able to convert it, though, and back racing down the court for 3 are the Knights. They can't get it to go. Good rebound. Another offensive rebound for OKC.
Turnover. Good finish.
That was a great finish by Cy Shelby. Sprinted down the court with got the ball and right-hand layup on the left side. Beautifully done.
Yeah, so the Riders have gotten 2.
Oh.
They've gotten 2 stops and 2 fouls on these first 4 possessions. They're defensively, unfortunately, the 2 possessions they got the fouls, they're on shooters and sending them to the free throw line. That's going to be number 2, Liam Stevens, going to the free throw line, knocking down the first one.
Just coolly stepping up and sinking that free throw. And
that was a good little mid-range that he pulled up to get fouled on, got him on the elbow. Has a little length to him. He's 6'2".
I thought he had a real good shot at making that jumper and getting the N1. Good stop before crossing the timeline. And then settling the offense down. So now the Riders trying to extend their 2-point advantage here. Had a great first possession. 3-pointer's no good. Aaron Jones has been everywhere. He hasn't necessarily been able to come down with everything, but he's been involved in a lot of the action on the glass.
Yeah, he is the tallest player on the floor right now for both teams, and he's showing that he's able to use it with him rebound ability.
Another 3. There's Jones. Can't get it to go, and the Knights will secure it and opt to slow it down here.
Like to see Jones try to use that backboard a little bit more on them close to the basket rebound putbacks. He had a few of them on that possession, just threw it right over the goal.
That's a strong take. That is a strong take from Liam Stevens.
Yeah, it went right to the chest of Jones there and draws the foul. And then that's gonna call up the 6'5" Petty off the bench.
A chance to take the lead for the first time. Can't do it.
Good hustle play by 35 Braden Packard.
Yeah, he worked real hard for that. He's a hard-working player for this OKC Knights team.
Yeah, most of the time, as a former coach yourself, you expect your hustle guys to be the coach's kids.
Yep.
they usually have the longest car rides home.
My two girls are learning that.
Yeah, I coached my son for 8 years, and he probably didn't look forward to the ride home after every game. Some of them was good, not everyone. But they become better for it.
Yep.
Deep three. Was not afraid to pull that one.
No, I wonder if Coach Packard would like to have that possession back and run a little more offense. And
yeah, a little too much hustle there by Braden Packard, as he just ran over and just swatted down at the ball. It looked like that was a little bit of a frustration foul there.
Yeah, absolutely. Love the intensity that he plays with.
Yeah, I think he was just frustrated that he didn't get the rebound. So, you learn that at early ages here. You see a lot of frustration.
It's another good offensive set here. I think at timeout or at the halftime, coach for the Riders, Coach Shelby, took an opportunity to get his guys to understand the importance of getting the ball to the baseline against this zone defense. They've done it pretty well here in the third. Haven't been able to turn that into points yet, but they're definitely attacking where they need to attack.
Yeah, that was a foul on the Riders. I believe that was on King with the reach up top.
The Knights with another opportunity to take the lead here. They're going to work it against this man-to-man defense. Oh, there's the pull from Stevens. Great rebound from Petty.
Man, he went up and grabbed the rebound and then pulled it away from the defender to make sure he could corral it, because if he would have came straight down with it, I think they would have tipped it out of his hand.
So the Riders now trying to take the lead again. They've had the lead for most of the game. Another baseline attack.
Oh, great give and go there.
That is exactly what you need to do.
Aaron Jones kicked it to the wing, down to the corner. One-step dribble in. Jones dove from the top of the key, got the bounce pass, and was able to finish. Great offensive movement.
And that is a great play down low from
53, Felix Wallenberg.
Yeah. Got Petty sealed up there, and a good entry pass. And Coach Shelby doesn't like what he sees, so he's going to take a timeout. We're going to take it with him. All tied up in this championship game. .114 to go here in the third period of this 14U Boys Gold Ball Championship game. The Riders coming out of the timeout. They've done a great job in this half of attacking the baseline. They're going to try and continue that strategy here. They look way more comfortable this half, Jeremy, than they did in the first half.
Yeah, once again, tried the same play, opposite side, go to the corner. Aaron Jones dived down. Wasn't able to corral that one, but looks like that's what they're trying to do is get inside. Oh, great rebound again. Strong hands there by Petty, and he's showing that he's not 6'5" for nothing.
Cy Shelby getting it back over to James King to get the offense going and look for the corner attack here. Instead, it's a turnover, and the Knights wisely pulling it up. Michael Plangman.
Yeah,
realizing he did not have the numbers.
Yeah, that's correct. That's a good court awareness there to look up and see 3 black jerseys versus you. So let's pull that up.
Man, that was
another rebound by Petty.
That was about to be a great finish from Duddleson, but instead it's going to turn into a foul for Steven Plangman. I'm going to assume that Steven and Michael are brothers.
Could be first cousins.
They could be.
But I'm going to say brothers. Usually in the homeschool world, there's a lot of brothers.
And the Riders unable to get a shot off, and so we're going to end the third in a way that sets us up for a great fourth quarter, 21-all. And here we go, the fourth quarter action, all tied up at 21 in this 14U boys gold ball championship game. The winner of this quarter will go home a gold ball champion and have a chance to play to get into the undisputed national title game tomorrow. It's been a great game so far, back and forth between two very good teams. Stepping out of bounds is the Knights, and it'll stay Riders basketball. Jeremy, what do you think these teams need to do to win the gold ball here in this fourth?
Well, I think if you're the Riders, you keep doing what you found out in rhythm that third quarter.
We almost got a basketball over here.
Yeah. We almost had Braden Packard sitting in our lap.
He's going to join us on the broadcast.
He got him a few minute break there at the end of that quarter, and he came out with a bundle of energy. He is all over the place. You like to see that as a coach.
The Riders doing such a great job of getting the ball in the short corner in this half. They just have not been able to convert outside of the 1 3-pointer. Quickly come the Knights, and Packard for three. It's a 2-point basket. But Packard with a big-time shot.
Boy, his dad was excited on that one as a coach. I thought he was going to cut a back flip.
His dad was a state championship player in Oklahoma. He knows what it's like to play on the biggest stages.
What an answer. What an answer by Cy Shelby.
Coming down and just smoothly hitting that. Packard is feeling it. He's dying for the ball over there. A shot for three. Oh! Call it good for Wallenberg.
That's going to be a timeout here by OKC Knights. I guess that shot by Packard, they called that a 2-pointer because it was 21-all.
Yep.
And I thought he was behind the line, but he was a little far for me to see. But nonetheless, he made a good bucket.
Now that was a foot was on the line. Referee called it a 2, but that was huge for them. And then coming down, Felix Wallenberg has had a great game for the Oklahoma City Knights.
Yeah, Braden Packard making that deep shot made it like it opened the can of energy.
Yeah.
And the momentum kind of flipped for the Knights there.
I don't know if this whole game we've had 7 points scored within a matter of 30 seconds.
No, we haven't had I think the biggest lead has been 4 or 5 pretty much the whole game. It's been within striking distance from start to where we are now. 4:24 to go here in the fourth quarter. And both teams coming out full of energy here in the fourth. And it shows right now.
This is what you want in a gold ball championship game. You want it to be back and forth. Of course, if you're a parent, it's not what you want because you're probably a bundle full of nerves, but
right.
These guys, I'm sure, are loving every moment of it as the Riders come down on the attack. No short corner action on this side. They'll go the other side and look for it. There's Petty down low. Nearly stolen. Oh, what a look and
great
find.
Pass.
Can't finish, but whoa.
Once again, Duddleson with the rebound.
Man, that was three bigs getting after it right there. Jones and Petty trying to tie up Duddleson. He stayed strong and was able to win the battle there. The Knights now will try to extend their 2-point lead. They're going to get a high screen, decide not to use it. Now Wallenberg looking to set it. He'll clear out now.
They're just trying to figure out who's going to go set the screen.
He's looking for his matchup. Jones. Ooh. I think if Jones had just stayed high with his hands, he might have been okay, but last-minute poke.
Instead of cutting off the offensive player, he went into the offensive player.
So now Jones will have to come take a seat with 3:39 to play. Riders down 2. And sideline out of bound play into Plangman. Plangman penetrates, he can't get it, but there's Wallenberg again. He's there looking for his rebound. He's got it one more time. Quite good. Wallenberg gives the Knights a 4-point lead here midway through the fourth period of this gold ball championship game. Riders trying to find that offensive rhythm. Ball deflected out of bounds. It'll stay on this end.
Yeah, we hadn't heard much of Caden McEwen since early in the game. He had the first 5 points of the game for the Riders, but hasn't done much since then.
The Riders looking to find a hole in this zone defense. And another ball deflected. I tell you what, the Knights have done a great job of getting their hand on the basketball and tipping things away.
Yeah, they've definitely had active hands, getting a lot of deflections.
That's a good corner 3 shot right there off of 2 passes. Call it good. Cy Shelby begging for the foul call. You just can understand it, but right now you got to stay in it. Your team is down 1. Screen from Packard, used by Duddleson. Packard out top, Duddleson for the long 2. No good. 2 Knights fighting for it. They knocked
Great job by
down.
King there. Get the rebound and get it away before he got stripped out.
The Riders now trying to take the lead again. They've led for most of the game, but there's Duddleson.
Duddleson has been Mr. Do-It-All here for the Knights.
So another opportunity here to extend. They're going to continue to cycle through screeners to see what matchup they want. It's an interesting strategy right there. And McEwen was almost was able to force it. Instead, he gets called for the foul on the body.
Aaron Jones back into the game. See if that little break settle him down a little bit. They're going to need him to be effective offensively.
So right now, the attack, another jump shot right there is no good. The Knights getting after the board. They'll collect yet another offensive rebound. No official stats on our end, but they clearly are winning on the glass.
And hustle plays. It's going to be a jump ball possession. It's going to stay with the Knights.
If the Knights win this game, it will be because they are hustling and winning the offensive glass.
Yes, they have definitely won the out hustle award so far in this game, and they're just beating the Riders to every loose ball, and they're catching the Riders flat-footed on all these rebounds as they're just going to get the ball. They're not waiting for it to drop. And it looks like the Riders players are just, expecting their height to take over, and the ball is just going to fall in their hands because they're taller. But it doesn't always work that way when you got a bunch of guys full of energy and they doing whatever it takes to get to the loose ball, diving on the floor, boxing out. Just great team basketball right now by the Knights.
And that has been the case for them all game long. So with 1.5 minutes to go, down 1, plenty of time in a game like this. I think if you're the Riders coming out of here, the big key for me, I think, Jeremy, would be play the pressure defense you've been playing, just don't foul.
Right, and then box out and get a rebound. Like if you're the coach right now of the Riders, Coach Shelby, you're just trying to tell your kids to, look, play tough defense, contest everything, and box out and get a rebound and a loose ball. Like, we haven't seen too many black shirts diving on the floor for loose balls. It's all been white jerseys.
Yep. So the Knights will inbound with a 1-point advantage. Plankman will not take that open three. He'll content to kick it out to Stevens. And we'll see if the Knights try to cycle through screeners again. That's what they've been doing here in this.
Yeah, they're going to try to play stall ball here with 1:15 to go.
Interesting strategy. Well, McEwen almost got this pick, but back out. Good decision made right there. Got to take care of the basketball. Screen from Duddleson for Stevens. So now penetrate. The floater is up. It's good. Liam Stevens gives the Knights a 3-point lead with less than 50 seconds to play.
Let's see if they get Cy Shelby for a corner three.
Plenty of time left. The more patient you are, the more you're going to have to shoot the three if you do not go quick. And Coach Shelby doesn't like what he sees, so he's going to take a timeout. And
that was a big shot there by Liam Stevens. So I think they were trying to run the clock, and he seen just a little bit of opening. It closed rather quickly, so he just shot a little floater, was able to get it to go.
I think that ball on his shot went higher than the backboard did. That was.
Yeah, I think it might have went higher than that shot clock. He definitely put some arc on it and was able to get it to fall.
37 seconds to play in this Gold Ball Championship game. A trip to the National Final Four on the line. A chance to win the gold ball and be one of the top 4 teams in 14U for homeschool basketball. Coach Shelby over there drawing up a play, encouraging his guys. I think, Jeremy, they have enough time where if they wanted to do a quick attack and try to get 2, they could, and then they'll have to quickly foul. Otherwise, you're going to have to play this out for a good 3-point looking shot, but then you have to crash the glass. Yeah,
and they have 3 team fouls, so they have 1 foul to give before they get to the bonus. So if I'm the Riders, I'm probably going to try to go 5 out and see if I can get the Knights to spread out that defense, and if it opens up, I take it into the paint. If not, I'm going to try to get Cy Shelby for an open 3 in the corner. He's been hot from there.
The Riders turn it over. McEwen, bad pass. Down comes Delson. Can't get it to finish, but he will go to the free throw line for 2.
That definitely is not the play that Coach drew up during that timeout.
And you know that McEwen is feeling terrible right now. He made the mistake, and then he came down and got the foul.
Yeah, and Duddleson read that play right away. He jumped in front of the pass and got it.
Duddleson can't get it. He pushes it off to the right. You really need this basket here if you're the Knights. You want to make it a 2-possession ball game.
27 seconds still on the clock.
Cy Shelby looking to his coach to see if they're going to call a timeout, and he will. They had already made that decision. I saw Cy Shelby look at Coach Shelby from the free throw line and say, hey, do we want a timeout on possession?
Yep. He didn't have the numbers on his favor anyway on that fast break because there was 3 Knights defenders back. So a good timeout, set up a play, see if they can run it a little bit better than they did the last timeout. But Caden McEwen there with the miscue and the turnover and then the foul, but it didn't hurt him. The only thing that hurt him is it took about 6 seconds off the clock.
Yep.
But he was the one that skied up, got that rebound, and hopefully see if he can save his season and with a chance to win a gold ball still. They're going to have to execute a little bit better offensively here on this possession and see if they can get that corner three from Cy Shelby there.
This is an opportunity here for the Riders to run a quick hitter, try and free up a shooter, or get the ball in the hands of their guards and try to penetrate quickly. They have to decide whether or not they want to try and extend the game by just getting quick baskets, or do they want to go for the tie with the three?
Yeah, it's a good opportunity here to use the energy of the Knights against them right here. A good hard pump fake pass, probably get them out of position.
Shelby almost lost the ball there. He didn't know it was coming to him. So now I think they're going to have to go for the three here. They're going to set it up. Under 10, ball deflected out of bounds.
Yeah, they got too many people on one side of the court. 10 seconds to go now.
And we're going to have a timeout. Coach Packard
he can't call a timeout when the ball has been handed to the player ready to inbound it, but the referee's going to give it to him anyway.
I think he was signaling it plenty before, but the referee just took a while to recognize that he was being signaled. He was halfway out on the court, jumping up and down. He knows what's on the line.
If you're the Riders, you're probably happy about that because he really had nowhere to throw that ball.
He had nowhere to go, and
no movement. Nobody was moving. Everybody was looking at him, trying to throw it in, and haven't seen a back screen play or anything. So they're going to have to get one or two screens off on this play to get a good shot off, I believe. I don't think they're going to be able to get a good shot just playing it man up.
I think with the way that the Knights are playing defense, that middle is wide open. Maybe if they can get someone to flash the middle for a quick inbounds pass and then swing it back out to the three-point line for a shot that might work for them. But we'll see what Coach Shelby comes up with here. He just verified he's got one more timeout remaining.
Well, he just called his last timeout.
Interesting strategy.
I guess he didn't have enough time to finish drawing the play up. It's going to have to be a good one. So let's see what he draws up here. Cy Young has hit a couple threes from the corner. Cy Shelby. And also Caden McEwen started the game with a three. So you got to wonder, do we go back to him and let him take us into overtime?
Right now, I think a three does not beat you, so you can play straight up.
A three and a foul possibly could if you're the Knights.
Could, yeah. So I think you got to be extremely careful if you're the Knights here of trying to challenge the shot.
You can ask the Milwaukee Bucks if you're up three, do you close out to a shooter and foul them at the end of a game? As that's how they lost the last night to the Indiana Pacers.
Yeah. So the Knights getting themselves situated here. Interestingly enough here, we'll see what we got. Shelby off the screen. Still time. He's being challenged by Packard. Back to Shelby for the three to tie the game. No good. And that is it. The Oklahoma City Knights. They will take home the gold ball for 14U boys. After being down for most of the game, they were able to pull it out in the end. Congratulations to Coach Packard and the Knights. 30-27 over the Riders. They are in the National Final Four. On behalf of the NCHBC, we thank you for watching this presentation of the game. And join us for the next one between the PT Warriors and the West Michigan Hornets coming up in just a few minutes.